For the best prices and service on Pokemon TCG singles and products, check out ccgcastle.com and use promo code EVOLUTIONARIES-5 for 5% off your next order.
What's up, guys? I'm here and welcome to Deck Tech Thursday. And for today's video, we're going to be profiling Darkrai Solgaleo. Now, for those of you guys who stick around for our Twitch streams, you know I like to play this deck quite a lot. It's really, really good. And I also like to give the nickname Darkrai in the bag. And I say bag with emphasis because it's in all capital letters. B-A-G. And yeah, I'm sorry, but it's a really, really good deck. Really powerful. It can hit really hard, really quickly. So instead of me just running my mouth about it, how about I just show you guys what makes it so awesome. First of all, we run 4 copies of Darkrai EX. Now, the main point is deck's going to revolve around Dark Pulse. 2 colors, energy does 20 damage, and also 20 more for each dark energy everywhere on your side of the field. So really, really powerful. We have lots of ways to set it up quickly, and can hit, like I said, can hit for just big numbers really fast. Next up here, we're going to be running 3 copies of Nebby, and yes, Nebby, not Cosmog, Nebby, Nebby. He will only be referred to as Nebby. Got 1 Cosmo just in case we don't get our rare kitty on time. And now for what makes the deck really work well. Going to have 3 copies here of Solgaleo. Now, Solgaleo here is really, really good. Has the GX attack Soul Burst GX for a single steel energy. Allows you to search your deck for 5 energy cards and attach them in any way you like whatsoever. So get your dark energy accelerated really, really quickly. Not to mention Ultra Road's a really good ability too, being able to switch out your active Pokemon with another one of your bench. And worst case scenario, you might have to leave Solgaleo out for a turn, but it's got 250 HP, so it could definitely tank a hit. And not to mention worst case scenario, Sunsteel Strike, though you have to discard all your energy, is a good way to get that last knockout you need for game. Next up here, we run 1 copy of Yveltal with Oblivion Wing to just get some of that dark energy in our discard back to our bench, especially since we no longer have Dark Patch. Sad face. And last up, we run 2 copies of the Meta Beta Shea. Obvious reason for draw cards. As much as useful as he is, I actually can't wait for him to rotate out. That's just my personal opinion, though. That way the game can be a little bit more balanced. And that does it for our Pokemon lineup. Now for our supporters. It's going to be very, very standard stuff here with our supporters here. It's going to be 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Again, very obvious. This card draws 7. 2 copies of N. And 1 copy of Professor Kukui. Now, N, again, for obvious reasons. First turn, N can be really, really good. Kukui being able to draw 2 and do 20 not only makes Giovanni's scheme 100% obsolete, but for this deck, adding up the damage really, really makes a difference. Next up, we run 2 copies of Lysander, being able to get stuff from your opponent's bench to your active is really good. Really, really sucks that we're losing him next rotation, but let's take advantage of him while we can. And also, we have 1 copy of Hexmaniac, another card, really, really good, but we're gonna lose next rotation. So play her while you can. Being able to show up all abilities once you've used all yours is really amazing. Alright, and like I said, for supporters it was just pretty standard, and that's just gonna put an end to it right there. Alright, next up is going to be our items. Got 4 copies of the Ultra Ball here. Very standard Pokemon Searcher. 2, 3, and 4 copies of VS Seeker. Now, I don't want to. Now this one I really don't want to lose next rotation, but you better get a reprint. Shaman's one thing. Shaman needs to just stay gone, but you get a reprint already. All right. And also we run another way to accelerate our energy outside of Solgaleo, and that is going to be 4 copies of Max Elixir. Now luckily we are not losing you after rotation, so that's really, really good. Next up for items is going to be 4 copies of Fighting Fury Belt. Not only good for your Darkrai, but your Yveltal as well. And also, even if you have a bench Shaman that you're afraid might get easily knocked out, this will add some more to your Shaman, and making the one shot of it not so easy. Alright, next up here we've got 3 copies of Rare Candy. Now what this does for you newer players is that you pick a basic Pokemon you haven't played, right? And instead of going to your stage 1, you could just immediately evolve into your stage 2. But you still have to wait a turn before activating this. So, fun fact, with Rare Candy, it used to be to where you could just do it immediately on your first turn, and that was broken. Very, very broken, so something had to be done about that. But either way, it's still really, really good. And being able to get a turn 2 Solgaleo and just going Soul Burst from there is amazing. In fact, I'll show you a combo here after I'm done with the profile. And next up here, we have 3 copies of Trainer's Mail to be able to search all of this wonderful stuff you see here. And more. The items, the supporters, the stadiums, searches it all. And next here we have 1 copy of Super Rod. Again, very, very good. Being able to, especially our energy, being able to put our energy from our discard back to our deck is really good. But it also gives us a chance to save maybe some Pokemon that we might need to get saved. And that does it for our items. Just shuffle these away. There we go. Next up here for our stadium is going to be pretty simple. Just 2 copies of Reverse Valley. Being able to do 10 more damage. Adding on even more 10 damage is really good. Now, we do have Guardians Rising coming out soon. And I know we're getting the stadium that gives both Psychic and Dark types 2 energy less retreat. So that's essentially everything in here is free retreat. Which, not bad, but we already have Solgaleo for that. Though I can see why people might want to run. I actually might run 1 of that stadium card because abilities can be shut down. That's a fact. Abilities can be shut down. Your Solgaleo, Ultra Road can be shut down by like a Garbodor, Wobbuffet. Yeah, those are the 2 that was shut down. Oh, Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac, there's plenty of things that can shut down those abilities. And yeah, so I could definitely see 1, but I still think for as long as we have it, you should have Reverse Valley in here. Just because that 10 damage pays off more often than you would think. And last up's going to be our energies. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dark energy, and 3 rainbow energy for our Solgaleo to use as steel energy, but can also be used as dark energy to add on to the damage. And now I'm going to show you guys quickly how this nifty little deck here is supposed to work. So ideally you want to start off with your Darkrai. And let's say you only have 1 rainbow energy. Let's say you only got the 1 rainbow energy in your hand. And I'm just trying to set up a little bit of a situation here. Like, I'm not even going to give us the best hand here. I'll put it to you like that. I'm not even going to give us the best hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 cards here. 6 and 7. Alright, so imagine that this is going to be your start. Not the worst, but certainly not the best either. And you say draw a random card. Let's make it a useless card here, just to show you guys. You know what? Super Rod. Let's say your next card here is Super Rod. So, yeah, not the best of hands, but just attach your Rainbow Energy, take your damage, play Fighting Fury Belt. Now, some people will just want to evolve into Cosmoem and just go Sycamore from there. But, I mean, you could do that, or you could just play the Sycamore right off the bat, because having a Cosmoem means that you're going to end up wasting stuff. And you're probably gonna have dead rare candies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. Let's realize we're going off first, so you couldn't evolve into your Cosmoem anyway. So, even better that we did that. So, let's just say, for example, this would be our hand. I know, I'm not drawing into them, I'm just trying to give you guys a scenario here. So our next turn comes, we draw, and it's another Dark Energy. So 3 Dark Energy in our hand, not the best thing in the world, but boom, boom, we go to Solgaleo, go Ultra Road, then just go off from there. So as you guys can see, that's essentially how the deck is. You just use Ultra Road to switch to your Solgaleo, switch back to Darkrai, and once you have like all of your energy out from there, then you just start manually detaching or Max Elixir what's left. But after a Rainbow Road, Rainbow Road, after a Soul Burst, you essentially have what you need to start one-shotting just about anything. So, like I said, it works really, really well. Goes off quick enough if you get the right setup, and just, yeah, it just goes crazy. So, if you guys enjoyed this little video here, be sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe if you're all new to the channel. And stick around because we do awesome stuff like this all the time. So, this has been N with the Pokemon Evolutionaries, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Battle Frontier Friday against Professor K. See you guys around.